like I think 3 topics just came along when I was just meditating, and that is important to. It's important to isolate these topics. You know what I'm saying? That it's important to see certain things, but I guess I'm gonna do this one. The topic of the message talking about the reality of the wisdom of men and the wisdom of God. I think I did something like this before, but I feel led to do it in the hour we're living in because a lot of people do not have the discernment, are not understanding that it's a discernment needs to be required. You know what I'm saying? In life, they, of course, like we on the journey that we just doing things. We're just going here and just going there, just. But of course, we live in a world. There's more to it than what we think it is. That everybody needs to come to that understanding if they truly want to live in reality. They gotta know that there's more to what they do, more to what their decisions they make, more to it than what's there. What's in front of you. That everything serves a higher purpose. Thing is, now of course it talks about in 1 Corinthians 2. Paul is talking about the wisdom of men and the wisdom of God. The thing is, I'm going to try to, kind of simplify that idea that, we know that God is up and men are down on earth. You know what I'm saying? And what we're supposed to do is like say the wisdom of God is up here, wisdom of men down here. And the thing is, here's, the symbol of the Pepsi. They got the red up top and the blue on the bottom, and then have white. Kind of like look at that, you know what I'm saying? And red represents the wisdom of God, and blue represents the wisdom of men. The thing is, people are like looking at this image, and the problem is because we are in a dark world, we cannot really differentiate between the two. You know what I'm saying? People have the difficulty differentiating the wisdom of God and wisdom of man because the thing is we of course everybody look at the Bible. Certain people look at the Bible, it's just a book, just a book that those Christians read, and look at other books and say, hey, check out this novel or check out this, book, check out, other books, in the library, check out this, talk about this. But the thing is, they will like, and if it's like if you put a lot of books, like 100 books in just one Bible, to them they think that these are books. These are books, you know what I'm saying? And they will look at the books, and both of them have black typing, white, on white paper, you know what I'm saying? Traditional book always have black typing, white paper. And they will say, well, black typing, white paper, same thing, you know what I'm saying? It's in a cover, you know what I'm saying? Every book is in a cover. So you look at the book cover, every one book has a cover, same books, all of them the same. Read it, it has an index, Bible has an index, all these books have an index, same thing, you know what I'm saying? They'll say, well, read this chapter, these books got a chapter, Bible got a chapter, same thing, you know what I'm saying? And that's the people that will look at the Pepsi, like I said, the image of Pepsi, the wisdom of God and the wisdom of man. And they'll look at the Pepsi symbol, say, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, and the problem is, here's what a lot of people, of course, really want, like those people that want to believe it's the same thing, is that it's inside of us. We want whatever we know, we want to know that we're doing what is right. You know what I'm saying? We want to know what is right. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is, we want to know what is right to the point that we think that if we strongly believe that it's right, that it becomes supposed to become a reality because we strongly believe it. And the thing is, and it's all we know, and we want to believe that we got everything all together. Kind of like you're going on a camping trip, and you got your tent, you got your all the stuff you need for camping, and you got just like this stuff, and you took the stuff and you put it in your car, you take off to the place, you go to the park, and then all of a sudden you look, okay, tent, flashlight, da da da. Whoa, where's the sleeping bags? It's like, sleeping bags? Of course we got the sleeping bags. No, I didn't see the sleeping bags in here. No, where's the sleeping bag? It's like, but we're questioning it because we want to believe that we have the sleeping bags here, not knowing that we left the sleeping bags to the place, and we just think we just gathered all this stuff together, and we wanted to think we put the sleeping bags up in there, but in reality we did not put the sleeping bags in there. But we was just like, I guess, carelessly, hurrying up to get over there. We forget the sleeping bags, and we just need to be honest. That's the key word, honest. That darn, in this rushing and stuff, I forgot the sleeping bags. And now, of course, we got to ride way probably back here to the house to go get the sleeping bags, and then come all the way back there to have the sleeping bags. But we had to go beyond. We had to waste gas, and gas costs money, and there's a cost that in everything you do. There's a cost. We have to pay something. We're gonna have in life. We understand we're gonna have to pay something, whether it's physical money or pay attention, or pay, mainly pay attention of certain things. But if, like a person, if they paid attention to check to see if they had the sleeping bags, they would never left the sleeping bags. But the thing is, we have to pay attention, and close attention to certain things in life, in order we to make decisions that will cost us. And the problem is, what I love about, see the difference between the wisdom of God and the wisdom of men. They give you an ideal of what's right. Both of them going to give you an ideal of what's right, but you have to determine what the direction of their right. Because the thing is, of course, us men, the wisdom of men will give you something somewhat right, that will start off somewhat good, but some kind of way will end up into a bad situation. Happens somewhat when we follow this direction, and we like, well, it was sort of right. But there's really no such thing as sort of right. But yes, it is. But the thing is, but what kind of outcome that we desire is, we desire an outcome that is all the way right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants the all the way right outcome, that this worked out right, that worked out right, that worked out right. Like, the sleeping bags. We got the sleeping bags, we got the tent, we got everything. That's what outcome we want. But the thing is, we cannot get that outcome. You know what I'm saying? Just, okay, let's do this, boom, put it in it, let's put it in the cart, let's go. You know what I'm saying? We can't get that outcome. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that outcome is what everybody wants and everybody desires. But this outcome requires a paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It requires a paying attention beyond your viewpoint, beyond how you look at things. And that's what, and when something comes beyond our viewpoint, then we're like, oh, I don't want to deal with that, because I want to, do what I want to do concerning, and see things how I want to see it and stuff like that. That's that. You know what I'm saying? In reality, that's not a correct view. Like I always tell people, you are placed in this world. You didn't create a world. We are human beings that did not create a world. We are placed in a world that we're trying to discover what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you determining what is not a correct way of trying to find out the absolute ideal of things. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, now you see how many people making mistakes, and a lot of mistakes is being made in the world system, because the thing is, we allow our idea, and that's the idea of the wisdom of men, when we are seeing things from our spectrum and from our viewpoint on earth, and really not from a heaven standpoint, and we won't see all of what we need to see. Like, of course, the person that sits on top, like football, you know, I know in football that the coordinators likes to sit up top of this, place to see down on the field and look at what's going on and try to see things that, from a higher standpoint, and make their decisions, from that standpoint, to call their plays. And the thing is, and it's a better position because you see the whole field. But when you're near the field, you don't see everybody. You can't see that, like if you're offensive coordinator, you can't see that cornerback, pretty good, that he's not guarding. He's not a good cornerback. You can, send a receiver over there, do a loop, move on him and throw the football to him and score a touchdown. You don't see that. But in a high view, you can see that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's based upon the views. You know what I'm saying? You're from a higher view or a lower view, and how you will see things from a better perspective or a terrible perspective. That we need to understand in life that if we're going to want to see things better, we got to be at a higher place. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, that's what's supposed to give us a desire to go after the wisdom of God. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to develop that, because I want to see the whole field. I don't want to see half of the field. I want to see the whole field. I want to see the whole view, the whole perspective of this decision, because this decision can lead to danger or deliverance. You know what I'm saying? Or, destroy me or develop me. You know what I'm saying? That's the two roles, the 2D roles, you know what I'm saying, that we need to realize that our decisions will bring the outcomes. That's like a whole nother teaching right there, Thing is, you need to understand that things are not supposed to get bad within you. Outside can get bad, but inside can't get bad. You know what I'm saying? In the world, we live in, we're going to have bad situations and circumstances. We're going to need to rely on the proper wisdom to help us in these situations to handle all this bad from the outside. But we have to get some of this wisdom in here in the inside to overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, people, it's so funny. I look at commercials and how commercials loves to stretch, their product, to say that their product can, do this impossible thing, And I'm like, in reality, no, that part. Like, the State Farm commercial, that those commercials really aggravates me. I'm like, State Farm is there, go to this place. Ding. Come on, y'all, really? That they love to stretch their product and make you believe in that reality. They can handle, problems just like that. Come on, y'all, men, really. Thing is, the wisdom of men is not a good, reliable source. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the way this world is going should tell you how much the low class of the wisdom of men is not working. I mean, it's just too much bad things that are going on in the world, and the world is not progressing, producing the proper results that helps everyone in life. But of course, the wisdom of God will always do all things. It will always do all things, all what it needs to do, all of what it needs to take care of, handle all things with no problem. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's the topic of the message. I hope you understand it. Hope you go after a higher view and got a lower view, because the wisdom of God is the higher view. Wisdom of men is the lower view. Lower view, you're going to make mistakes. higher view, you're going to make it to the direction of where you're going to in your life that you headed to. All right, that's the message. God be the glory. For another Jesus' name. Amen.